I'm gonna try really hard not to make every fall makeup look that I do an antique gold greeny sort of situation, but I make no promises. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If not back, then just welcome. If it is your first time here, I would love it if you would click on the subscribe button and join me on the YouTube journey. I watch a lot of YouTube. Specifically, I watch a lot of beauty YouTube. And for a while, I noticed there was this trend going around of people buying a lot of Glossier makeup and doing a full face of Glossier makeup and then being like, but is this makeup though? Glossier has this reputation for no makeup. I wanted to come on here today and do a subtly glamorous look using Glossier products to show that they aren't just about like that model day off makeup look, that they can be used to achieve a more va-va-voom sort of look, if you will. So that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into this makeup. Wow, my lips are so crusty. To remedy that, I'm going to go in with the Glossier Balm.com. This one is the Birthday Balm. It's birthday cake flavored and it's got some glitter in it. And I'm just going to put that on my lips and let that marinate while I do the rest of my face. It's fall now and I'm obsessed with the greeny gold look. I am buying pretty much every antique gold eyeshadow that I can get my hands on. So it is only natural that the star of today's show is the Glossier Lidstar in Herb. It's this beautiful deep greeny bronze shade. I have a video on the Lidstars right here. I have mixed emotions about them, not gonna lie to you. I enjoy the darker colors way more than the lighter colors. So I really like Herb. This is Herb in all of its herby glory. While Glossier will be the main focus of this video, I will be using other products and I will have them linked in the description box down below if you're interested in knowing what they are. Slash, I'm going to tell you what they are as I use them. So the first thing that I'm going in with is going to be the Fenty eyeshadow primer. Now that I'm primed, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a little bit of crease work with the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette, which looks like cacao. I'm just going to go in with this one here and use that as my transition color. And since this is going to be a more glamorous look, I'm definitely going to do my like go-to cat eye shape. I'm just putting down a base of establishing a shape for my shadow. Now to deepen my crease just a little bit, I'm going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Yogurt. Just kidding, this one is called French Fries. And I'm just going to put that right on my crease. I'm also going to take a little bit of this and put it on the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm just going to blend that out with this beautiful Buffin synthetic brush. It's the Deluxe Crease brush from Real Techniques. And then to make sure things are nice and spicy, I'm going to take this color here from the Warm Brown palette. And on a smaller crease brush, I'm just going to put that over top of the French Fry shade to really smoke up the situation. And then we're just going to blend for the next 87 years of our lives. Okay, so now that we are subtly smoky, I'm going to go in with that herb shade. The Lidstar, directly from the tube onto the eyelid, blend it out with your finger. It gives a nice sheer wash of color, but I want to amplify it more than that. So I'm going to just take from the brush onto a flat synthetic brush. Nope, rewind. I'm going to take from the doe foot onto a flat synthetic brush to apply that over my lid. Okay, so I'm just going to paint onto the brush with the doe foot. And then I'm going to put that on my mobile lid. Because the brush is denser and not as spongy as the doe foot applicator, it's going to lead to greater color payoff as well as greater opacity and easier layering. I find that when I try to layer just with the doe foot, it picks up the product, I guess because of the sponginess of it, whereas with the brush, it really just like packs it on top of it. so I can really build up to the intensity that of the green that it is in the tube onto my eyelid. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using herb in such a glamorous capacity, and oh my god. Oh, this is so pretty. Dear Glossier, if you see this video, I would love it if you came out with some more metallic shades like copper and gold. Oops, I went a little high. Yeah, I went a little high on that eye. Got on the hood a little bit. Whoopsies. All right, since things got a little messy over here, I'm going to go in and clean that up. You see those like subtly sparkly up here, but then like super boom, boom, just green gorgeousness. Huh. Wow. I'm going to smoke up the lower lash line a little bit more, though truth be told I don't need to because bags. I'm simply going to take the one dark shade that I had and put that underneath my eye. Oh, too smoky. What? And then for a little bit of luminosity to this very sultry, smoky look, I'm going to go in with my NYX gold eyeliner, and I'm going to put that on my waterline. All the way on the inside over here. That looks so nasty. Would you like to see the inside of my eyeball? And then I'm going to put a little bit of that right here on the inner corner, like on the top part of my hood. My favorite mascara right now has been the Glossier Lash Slick. It's supposed to give you a very lengthening effect, so it's very eye-opening. And for me, for someone who has very tightly curled eyelashes, sometimes a volumizing mascara makes my lashes look too spidery. So I really like to go in with a lengthening mascara because it has more of that separating effect. I also love how black this mascara is because it gives you that very intense, almost eyelash extension look, which is what they're going for. It's not a very wet mascara, which I appreciate. These really just make my lashes look like my lashes, but better. Did I say that right? I meant this mascara. Is that what I said? What did I say? It's also one of the only mascaras I can put on my lower lash line, my lower lashes, because it doesn't run. And this is how it made my lashes look. Now for my brows. This bad boy right here. This bad boy right here. This one. Glossier Boy Brow. Only thing that I use to do these brows. I've been faithful to this product for like a year now. A year and some change. Supermodel brows are in right now, which basically just means thick eyebrows where you could see the individual hairs. I just want to say that black and brown girls have been out here with these brows for a while, and they were cool before supermodels did it. Just saying. You want to come in closer for the brow part? That makes sense, right? If you, like me, have very hairy eyebrows and they're very curly, I recommend the Boy Brow because it really tames them without it looking super plastic. Like, as you can see, they still look like eyebrows. Like, they are still right there. But now they just look like they have some purpose and direction in their lives. That's it. That's how I do my brows. One product and I'm done. Now that this situation is taken care of, I'm going to take care of the rest of the face. For that, I'm going to be using the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have it in two colors because their shade ranges do leave a lot to be desired. This one here is Deep, which is the second to darkest shade. And then the shade right before it is Dark. This is a medium shade if I have ever seen medium before in my life. So we have these two guys that I mixed together to create my perfect shade. So I'm going in with the dark color, which on what planet is this dark? On which one? Is it Pluto? Because it's so far away from the sun, and if you are this shade on Pluto, like, you're very dark. I don't understand. But anyway, I'm going in with the dark shade, and I'm putting that underneath my eye at the darkest part of my dark circle. And do you see how that just lit my face up so much? And it's not very full coverage because you can still see the darkness, right? But it's just not as intense over as it is over here. And I just look so awake and so alive now. So I'm just going to do that over here as well. So now that I've gone in with dark, I'm going to go in with deep with the same finger, same technique. I love that with this concealer, I can use my finger. I don't have to use a brush. It's very, very quick and simple. And I'm going to put this part on the outer portion of my eye to help sharpen the shape of my shadow, as well as to cancel out any like weirdo darkness right here. But since we're getting away from the center of my face and closer to the perimeter where it's darker, I don't want to continue to use that same dark shade because it is too light for this part of my face. And see how that just like cleaned up right here? And I didn't have to use like any tape or anything like that. And above all, it still just looks like my skin. I'm also going to take that deep shade to conceal some of the blemishes on my chin. So I'm just going to tap along the jawline. What I'm going to be using is the Nars Tinted Moisturizer. And all this is really going to do is even out my skin tone. It's not really going to cover anything. It's just going to add a nice radiance to my skin and get rid of some of the splotchiness. And then for my favorite part, Glossier makes the most beautiful cheek products. So their highlight and their blush, phenomenal favorites. These are the Glossier Cloud Paint blushes. They're beautiful. They're radiant, they're sheer, and since they are liquid, they're fully customizable, so you can get whatever shade you want. Today, I'm going to be mixing Dusk, which is like a dusty peach. It looks bronze if you're fairer in complexion. On me, it looks like a dusty peach. And then I'm using Storm. Just kidding. I'm using Dawn, Dusk and Dawn, to bring a little bit of warmth, a little bit more vibrancy into the blush. So I'm going to go in with Dusk with the most, because I want that to be the base shade. See what I'm saying? Dusty peach. And then I'm going to go in with Dawn, little kiss of Dawn, which is that really super bright, vibrant orange shade when we look at them by themselves, not married in holy matrimony. And then mix them together and you get this beautiful muted burnt orange shade. And I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. I'm going to pat because I don't want to lose any of that color. You see how it's almost bringing like a bronziness to my face? So now what I'm going to do is something that I learned from watching Wayne Goss. I'm going to take a little bit of my blush and I'm going to put that in my crease. But not my actual crease because I have hooded eyes. But just above that like super smoky crease work, I'm just going to tap a little bit of that here to just kind of tie it all together. Since they are so sheer and I'm going on top of already existing shadows, it's not bringing a lot of color into the look, just more so like a cohesion. Now for everybody's favorite part, highlighting. Glossier makes these beautiful highlighters called Haloscopes. I'm going to be using two today. I'm going to be using two today. There's Quartz, which is this top shade here, which is more of a universal pearlescent color. And then there's Topaz, which is down here, which is more of a topaz-y color, more golden, more suited for deeper, warmer skin tones. And it's going to be the same principle that I did with my concealer. I'm going to use the light universal shade on this part right here. And then I'm going to use Topaz to bring that up here. The other thing that I really like about these highlighters is that they have a really beautiful balm core in the center of them, like an oil core, which helps add to this like natural sheen and luminosity as opposed to just like bright metallic shine. So I'm putting that on like the fat pad part of my cheek. It's like a subtle highlight. And then I'm going to go in with Topaz, which is deeper, bronzier, more like my skin tone, like a very glossy version of my skin tone. And I'm going to put that behind it and like higher up on the cheek. And see how this has like, this down here has a very intense reflectant shine, and this up here has more of like a soft sheen. Once upon a time, I used to have the Glossier lip gloss, which is the best lip gloss in the known universe. But I lost it / someone stole it. Somebody being like the borrowers or just like the house goblins that just like take your stuff to mess with your mind so you don't know where anything is and you think that you're going crazy. They took my Glossier lip gloss. So it won't be featured in this video. That's sad. You should buy that lip gloss. It's great. But what will be featured is going to be their Generation G lipstick in the shade Leo. Lipstick is a very strong suggestion for this lip product that I'm about to use. It's a matte tinted lip balm. I feel like if you don't have very pigmented lips, maybe this will work better. I can't really say. It's still a really nice wash of color. But since this is a more glamorous version of the Glossier face, I'm going to go in with a deep brown lip liner. So now that I have filled in my lips in this very odd shape, I'm going to go in with the Generation G lipstick straight from the tube onto my lips. That's it right, oh, hello. That's it right there. If you're saying where, I understand because it's very subtle color. So I'm just going to fill in my lips now. And I could stop here, but I just want to spice it up one more notch. So I'm going to go in with this Super Shock shadow from Colourpop right here called Telepathy. It's like this horrible chartreuse color that is going to look amazing with this herb color. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my pinky finger. And I'm going to dab that from the inner corner of my eye going outward. I feel like adding that inner chartreuse color just brought out the like antiqueness and the green of herb. And so yeah, here we are, a finished look, subtle glam look using majority Glossier products. I love the drama of the Lidstar paired with the sheerness of the Generation G lip and just the general glow that you get from using Haloscope and the Cloud Paint Blush. Don't sleep on Glossier. They can be used to create looks. Like I said, their base products leave something to be desired. That shade range is ridiculously abysmal, but I pulled it out, I stepped it up, I did the damn thing. Now I'm just like slap happy and in need of a nap. As always, if you have made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you from the very bottom of my heart. Till next time, bye folks.